So, I just want to do my thoughts on this week's DC week, which will include Gotham, Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl. Maybe Marvel's Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's not DC, but I watch it. I'm one of those people that didn't stop during season 1. There's two kinds of people. People that watched Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and stopped during season 1, and people that kept on. I kept on because at the time there weren't that many live-action DC, comic book shows. And it's weird because they do get really good towards the end of the first season. Like when the war twist happens, that really ramps things up a bit. A lot of people dropped off before that happened. Like they were putting all their eggs in that basket. And a lot of people just stopped watching before it happened. But it was a good plot twist. And I generally, it's hit or miss. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was actually thinking about stop watching it. And then they announced Ghost Rider for Season 4. And Season 4 has been great. Been really good. But in general, moving on. Gotham. Okay, it was an okay episode. Some parts were really good. Some parts were kind of boring. Stuff with Jim and his ex-girlfriend, boring. Stuff with Penguin and Ivy, great. Felt like Batman animated series, you know? Really fun. Really good tone when they want to. Like sometimes it feels like a slightly R-rated adult, but Batman animated series like it's just got that right tone. Like when they go to Arkham, all the prisoners are wearing like striped suit outfits. Very like old school cartoonish. And that's I really enjoy it when they like embrace that tone. And they did it with the Penguin and Ivy storyline. But with Gordon, and I do not care for the clone Bruce storyline stuff. That shit's boring. It's stupid. And I know Gotham's a cheesy show, but it's even too stupid for Gotham. But overall, it's an okay episode. I don't like the Court of Owls, like, pretty much being the people that get Bruce to become Batman. Because, like, I prefer it that Bruce decides to become Batman of his own will. Like, someone doesn't just tell him to become Batman, because it kind of diminishes it a little bit, I think. I wasn't crazy about that. Like, I like the way they did it at that Jerome episode, when he decided not to kill him, and then he decided to make that his new rule, not to kill. As opposed to, like, Court of Owls just being like, hey, you should become Batman. I don't like that at all. Because that just it diminishes it a bit, him being Batman. Like, if it was someone else's idea to do it. I don't know why. I don't even know why they do Court of Owls. It's like, you're missing way too many key players to do an effective storyline. And involving James so heavily also feels weird. Jim, I mean. There is a James Gordon in the New 52. Jim's other kid. Psychotic asshole. Always torments Barbara. But I think he's been wiped out of existence since Rebirth. But anyway, it was an okay episode. Some parts are good, some parts are okay. Penguin's not dead at all. Like, you ever thought they were going to kill off the Penguin? That's one person they won't kill off, because regardless of storyline, he's one of their best actors. Alright, blah. Moving on to Supergirl. Supergirl, also a good episode. Actually, a pretty decent episode, just bogged down by a lot of stupid CW drama. Yeah, fucking, Daxamite mom fucking goes to Lena Luthor. Gets her to do some evil shit for her, yada yada yada. I don't know, it was a pretty boring episode. A lot of the key players are just not there anymore. Like, Martian Manhunter's there, but none of the stories are about him. Like Magon's gone, and she's one of my, like, key anchors. That's, like, I love Magon. I like that they did the Young Justice storyline with the White Martian stuff and all that. But this episode it was an okay episode. It could have been great. Like, the choice was interesting, but they went so black and white with it. Like, when she was trying to bust that guy out of jail to save the girl. And it was just so stupid. It was like such CW drama. Because, like, why not bust him out of jail? You tell me you couldn't, like, after he releases your sister, you can't just go get them both? They're just mortals. Mere mortals. Like, release the father, stick him with a tracker. Fucking after he releases your sister, go track them both down. Like, you don't gotta be so plainly black and white all the fucking time. And like, they just manufacture drama to manufacture drama on that show. Like, nothing ever just goes simple. Oh my god, like, when it wasn't like CW cliche drama, it was a pretty good episode. But boy, like, I just can't stand it. Like, that's like the worst offender of all the CW shows. Even more so than Elicity, I think. On Arrow. Because it just doesn't, like, no one just has a simple, like, problem and a simple solution. It's always, they overcomplicate anything romantic. Like, Flash even did it this week. You know, Joe West just couldn't tell his girlfriend that fucking Barry Allen's the Flash right off the bat. And it has to get dragged out to the end of the episode. They have to almost break up. Because that is CW fashion. And normally I don't mind it, but sometimes lately I've been feeling like it gets in the way. Like, let's just move on to Flash. See, yeah, the Supergirl episode was okay. It could have been great, but I think it got bogged down a lot by the usual CW drama. Flash was also a great episode that also got bogged down a little bit, namely by Joe West and his stupid girlfriend storyline. Like, it's just like, tell her. Fucking just tell her. Like, and it ends up happening, and you know it's going to happen. He tells her, and everything works out, but you gotta drag it out to the end of the episode. There are more interesting things to focus on. And but it was a great episode. Like, I felt like I had a real Injustice vibe during this episode. Like, when they would square off, like, fucking Flash versus Killer Frost. Fucking round one, fight. Like, damn, and he shot a straight up fucking fireball at her. Like, straight up Street Fighter Hadouken Street Fighter fireball at her. That shit is awesome. That really made me think Injustice. Not that there are many characters that shoot fireballs in Injustice or Mortal Kombat, but just in general, shooting a fireball is such a fucking fighting game thing. You know, shooting a fucking fireball. That's awesome. And then Killer Frost, this was the first episode we really got to see her, like, we've seen her as Killer Frost, but we never seen her, like, with full-blown power. Like, this one, she was ice skating around, just unleashing it all. It was great. That whole sequence of her riding around the city was awesome, with Flash chasing her. It was impressive and awesome and cool, you know. Like, it's cool, but it's also just sheer impressive from, like, the special effects standpoint. Because they do this on a weekly basis. They bang out 23 episodes a year. And they never really do, like, bottle episodes that much, I don't think. Once in a while, an episode could be considered a bottle episode. But generally, they're pretty good about not having, like, this week's Arrow episode was so blatantly a bottle episode. And I knew it was going to be. But, yeah, Flash was, yeah, Savitar reveal. I think a lot of us guessed, Barry Allen. It was going to be Future Barry. Even before this episode, but then throughout this episode, like, I don't think anyone wasn't thinking it's Future Barry during the final scene. Like, they pretty much beat you over the head with it. Yeah, Future Barry. But I like it. Some people don't like it, some people like it. Like, I get why they had to hold off on the twist so late, because if he found out it was Future Barry, he might fucking pull Eddie Thawne and cap himself. I wonder if that will probably be an episode where he considers suicide. You know, like his boy Eddie. You know. Because he would die to save Iris, I'm sure. They got that kind of romance. But I know next episode he gets his mind wiped. And that's going to be fun. What else happened this episode? Oh yeah, Wells was awesome, of course. He always cracks me up. Tom Cavanaugh is awesome. That's why Flash is good. Even if they have a shit episode, not that this episode was shit, but even if they do, that, like, Joe West, Tom Cavanaugh, they're, like, really good actors. They can play multiple people. They can do depth really well. They can do those crying scenes, laughing scenes. They're easily some of the best actors. And, Barry Allen's dad. Those are actors that have a little bit of age on them. What I would call a veteran of the trade. They're very good. Like Tom Cavanaugh, oh man, you always gotta keep bringing him back. Every season of Flash, he's great. He was great this episode too. He's genuinely funny. He cracks me up. Excuse me. Alrighty. Not much left to cover. He fought Killer Frost. The big Savitar reveal. That's what it was all about. The Savitar reveal. We knew we were going to get it this episode. But again, I get why they couldn't do it. Because if Barry Phillip figured out that it was him, like episode 12, it would ruin things. Like, there would be too much time left for him to deal with it. You need it to happen near the end so he doesn't have like 20 episodes still left to figure it out. Because you could stop yourself. I don't know, there's about a billion ways you can stop yourself. I remember with Eddie, they were like, why didn't you just shoot him? Why didn't he just shoot blah? Fucking drunk as shit. Why didn't he just shoot himself in the balls? That's what a lot of people are saying. Why not get a vasectomy or something? There's about a billion ways you could fuck up your future self if you knew about it. It's good that they did it towards the back end. That's the thing, I don't think they held off for the sole purpose of the reveal. Making a big reveal so much as story-wise it wouldn't work if they revealed it too early. I think. But overall, I'd give it like an 8. It was a good episode, only really dragged down by the Joe West girlfriend drama. That was really the only downside, because they could have just gone through it quicker. Like, I remember one time on Arrow, there was a secret that needed to be told, and it was Thea learning about Green Arrow, and they didn't drag it out, and Oliver just flat out told Thea on the Green Arrow. I was like, holy shit, I wish they'd do that more often, you know? Just flat out tell, not like drag it out. Alright, moving on to Arrow. Yeah, it was a bottle episode, but I knew it was going to be going in. I saw behind the scenes, and that windy chick said, yeah, it's going to be a bottle episode, yada yada yada. Honestly, these past couple episodes have been weird. Quality-wise, they've been good, but the writing's been inconsistent. Like, remember the last episode when Felicity was stealing that guy, and she put up that laser grid that blocked her and Oliver off. She's like, I'm sure when we catch Chase, you'll get over it. He was like, don't count on it. 5 seconds later, he got over it. Like, real fucking quickly. And, like, this episode, they're back to straight-up Felicity-type romance. With some twists. She acknowledges she was wrong for walking out the way she did, which she was. And all that kind of good stuff. But overall, it's just a bottle episode. It's just spinning its wheels till the next one. They probably had to save a little budget, because I know they're bringing back Deathstroke. He probably didn't come too cheap. Manu Bennett is his name. It was a bottle episode. The big cliffhanger is Chase shows up to kidnap William. I hate plot twists like that, because I don't think William can be killed. I think he's what you call a safe character. It's like on Walking Dead when you see Rick in danger. You're like, yeah, you're not killing off fucking Rick. You're probably not going to kill off Rick right now. And the same token, yeah, I don't think... It was like that... Actually, Arrow did it. Last season 3. Remember when they threw the gas vial? You're like, that's a shitty cliffhanger because you know damn well they're not going to kill the entire Arrow cast off in one episode. Don't even bother. You ain't got the balls to do that. This ain't Game of Thrones. You ain't killing off the fucking cast spontaneously. That's why I hate it when like the main character's in danger with that much danger and that's the cliffhanger because they're not going to die. If it's like a sub-character, like if one of his teammates, like Wild Dog or someone, had been approached by Chase and he had been the one that had been abducted, I'd be scared because, like, Wild Dog, I don't know that he can't be killed. Like, he doesn't feel that safe that he can't be killed off. Same with the new Black Canary. Like, one of those would have been a better choice for Chase to take hostage because I feel like they're expendable. Like, they can be killed off the show. Whereas, I don't think they'll kill off William. And I know this show's not afraid to kill children. In season 4... No, season 3. Tetsuo's child died. What's Tetsuo's name? Katana's child and fucking... Masuro? I can't remember the names. But yeah, their child died. So it's not like that above won't kill children. But I don't think they'll kill Oliver's son. You don't want to see Oliver doom and gloom for another 20 episodes. But overall, 6. It's a 6. Gotham, 7. Supergirl, 5. Really pissed at Supergirl because it could have been a really good episode. They just didn't bog it down so much with the drama, the cliche CW drama. Mm. Like, yeah, Supergirl. They can be really good sometimes, though. Like when they covered that story, they did it on Young Justice's story, not Young Justice, Justice League. For the man who has everything. It's like Superman's birthday, I think, and they got to give him a present, but someone beat him to the punch. They gave him this weird plant that poisons him, puts him into this coma where he has his perfect life, and they did it on Supergirl. That was very good. And like they can do really good episodes, but they have like way more misses than hits than out of any of the other CW shows. Especially lately, because Arrow's been on point, Legends was on point this season. Flash is not as good as it could be. It's definitely fallen to be one of the weaker shows of the CW, but I still enjoy it. Because even a shit episode, they usually load it with like little comic Easter eggs and stuff. Really fun. Flash knows how to have fun. That's the thing. Even when it's bad, it's still having fun. Yeah. Am I missing? Oh yeah, let's do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's not DC, but why not? It was a pretty good episode. I like the last episode better. This isn't my favorite subplot, them being in this, the framework, aka the Matrix knockoff. I'm not a big fan of virtual reality stories, cause especially in this one, because they already set up, like, I don't know. I'm glad they're out, though, for the most part. Yeah, I like the first couple story arcs of the season way better. The Ghost Rider stuff was awesome. They did Ghost Rider a lot better than I thought they would. Effects-wise, actor-wise, I like Robbie. Hope he comes back. And then they killed off the leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. Can't remember what his name is in the show. Steel Commander, Iron Patriot, something is his name. I know him as the voice of Batman. I believe he does the voice of Batman in the animated movies. So it's kind of DC. Yeah, we're still keeping it DC. That big tanky motherfucker. Yeah, he does the animated voices nowadays in the New 52 based movies. Like Batman vs. Robin. That kind of... I'm not sure if Batman showed up in the new Teen Titans Judas Contract movie. I don't remember that movie. I need to give it a rewatch. I was spacing while that movie was on. But yeah, that's the DC week. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's okay, episode 2. There's not much to talk about. They get out of the framework. I've been waiting for them to get out. And now Ada's gone forward. I don't really care for Ada as a villain. Yeah, the whole Ada stuff. Them going to the framework was fun. It was like the equivalent of Flash doing Earth 2, you know, seeing alternate versions of everyone. But still, I'm glad they're out of the framework. Because the story was really interesting prior to them going in it. Like that episode where you didn't know who was a robot and who wasn't, that was a great episode. I loved it. But now that we've gone into the framework, it's kind of boring. It feels like nothing has any real consequence. Like it's, aside from the people that can be killed being killed in real life, like personality traits won't mean anything when they come out. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'm not gonna stop watching or anything. I'm just not crazy about the virtual reality world storyline. But now it seems to be coming to an end, and we're moving. I do like the fact that Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. does their storyline in, like, 3 bursts. Like, the first part of the season was dedicated to Ghost Rider. The second one was dedicated to Fitz and, the guy from The Mummy. I can't remember his name, but he's in, like, a lot of shit. I like him. But I don't know his name. He was in Spartacus, too. But, yeah... That was like the second plot, him trying to build the robots, and then the robots impersonating S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. That shit was fun. And now we go into this framework, which it was nice seeing Ward back again, I guess. Not that we haven't seen enough of him. Dear God, that's one dude that don't stay dead. But yeah, that's pretty much the update. In regards to Outlast 2, though, I should do a quick Outlast 2 update as well. I'm still setting up my computer. This is my new lap. Let's see, hold on. I got a camera switch button. Oh well. Can you see it? Yeah, that's my new laptop. This is my desktop computer, if you can see it. I can't flip my camera down. But yeah, desktop. This is the laptop's the one I'm trying to like make my main hub, and I'm trying to use the desktop mostly as an editing bay, and that's like a second player computer in case people come over and I want to do like a LAN battle and something, like a first person shooter or something. Because not many PC games support couch co-op. So I want to have a second computer so when people come over to play, a second computer to handle shit like editing while I game on one, edit on the other, multitask. But this new laptop, it's got a fuckload of updates and shit. Like last night, but just updated, Windows 10 had a massive update. The NVIDIA graphics card had an update. Some of the other little apps that run had updates, like the MSI Dragon Center thing had an update. Everything had a fucking update. And the Windows update and the video updates made shit buggy as fuck. Like, the Windows update resetted all my fucking settings back to square. Fucking sucks. Like, every time I open an app, it's like I've never opened that app before. And I have to, like, set all my preferences again. Fucking annoying. But I'm almost done getting it tweaked the way I like it. And then I'll resume Outlast 2. Because I do want to beat it. Pay $30. But honestly, it is disappointing of a game. It's not as good as the first one. I don't know. Yeah, it's really a bummer. I was looking forward to that one. But I have other games to play too. I have The Walking Dead Season 3, which I do love those games. I've beaten Season 1 and 2, but I don't think I'll be able to get my data from that. I'll have to start a new data. But they have in Season 3 a way for you to like take almost like a multi-choice test and recreate your choices from the first two games without having to rebeat it, because I've already done that. When I got started at those games, the Telltale Walking Dead on PlayStation 3, and then I moved to PC. I couldn't get my data switched, so I rebeat Season 1 in preparation for Season 2. Did that. And now I've since switched computers. I have so many times, I have no idea where that data is. So I have to do the multi-choice thing. But it's not too big of a deal. They let you choose like where, like the ending you picked from Season 2, whether you side it with Kenny or that Jane bitch. She's a fucking bitch. You're fucking pieces of shit if you fucking sided with her. You fucking screwed over your own family, Kenny. Kenny was like family. You don't fuck over your family, man. He was with you from the beginning. You sided with Jane, didn't you? Fucking bitch. Fucking hate Jane. Fucking hate Jane. Yeah, Kenny's fucked up, but goddamn, he's been through enough. He gets to be fucked up. Damn. Kenny's been through it all. He's done lost 2 families. And when push came to shove, he did what was right, at least in my ending. He's like willing to let Clementine go to the base and walk off. Like, he doesn't want to join Clementine unless you twist his arm about it. He'll join you. I think. I've never chosen that ending. I always get to, I can't remember what it's called, the fence area with the gate. And I always have Clementine going, and I have Kenny fuck off. So I figure that's the best story. Like, Kenny acknowledged that he's too dangerous to be around Clementine, and yeah, Clementine needs to be safe. She has to keep the baby safe. It's like, feel like the right ending for that. But that's where I'm going to try to, that's going to be the ending I pick off from. I've already played it a little bit on my new computer, but I didn't get very far. I know you start off as another character, not Clementine. I don't know much about it. I haven't played them at all. I'm pretty good about avoiding spoilers. I don't know what's going to happen. I know there's up to episode 4 now. But yeah, look forward to Outlast videos and Walking Dead videos. And whenever Tekken 7 comes out, me and my friend are going to come over. We're going to play the shit out of that on launch. I love Tekken. I got a fight stick and everything. Always have me a fight stick. Now, I'm not even that big on fight sticks for a lot of games. A lot of games I can play without, except for Tekken. Tekken, I don't do Tekken without a fight stick. King of anything SNK or Capcom I can do with a D-pad or a fight stick. Same with Mortal Kombat. Actually, well, maybe Mortal Kombat. Like, recently, I played it with a fight stick. Usually I play it with a controller. But the other day, I only had one PS4 controller and my PS3 Hori arcade stick with USB plug-in. Plugged it in, it works for the PS4. PS3 controllers do not work for PS4. But the arcade stick from PS3 does. So my friend came over and we played, I think, Mortal Kombat. And I never even thought to try it with an arcade stick, because I have played the first 3 Mortal Kombats in arcade, and there's actually a place up the street that still has them. And they're okay, but like, I could always take it or leave it with arcade sticks in regards to Mortal Kombat. But then I played MKXL and Injustice 1. Boy, it does fight so easier. Like Batgirl, she's my favorite character in Injustice, because I love Barbara Gordon. But boy, she's so easy. Things that were a little bit, like, I could pull things off a lot quicker and a lot smoother than I could on the D-pad, I noticed. But I love me a fight stick. Anywho, that's my rant. DC update. / Outlast 2 update. I'm going to continue that. My computer's almost done being updated and everything. Outlast 2's already reinstalled and I've got the save data transferred over. I've been tweaking with the OBS settings to get the video quality higher. It can capture at 4K. I can run the game at... I want to like record at whatever I capture at. I don't want to have to downscale or anything. So I might drop Outlast down to 2K and get OBS recording at 2K in higher settings. That seems like the plan. Oh well, this has been my update. Later.